guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. We are going to update for weeks 22 and 23 of this pregnancy. If you would like to see what happened, keep watching. Before you do, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and share. Okay? All right, so we're on weeks 22 and 23. Now, I am behind. I have good reason, and we're going to talk about that. But, so technically today I am 25 weeks pregnant. So I was supposed to film last week, but like I said, we're going to get into that. But I am going to go over 22 and 23 weeks, and then I will record next week for 24 and 25, and we will be back on track, okay? So, let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover in this video today. So, symptoms for 22 and 23. I got a little bit more winded, and I can clearly tell it's because she's moving up. So, you know, lungs, rib cage, all of that good stuff is now being squished. I did have a few more Braxton Hicks these last, few weeks. Doctor is still saying everything's fine. No big gush, no major cramping, nothing like that. Just tightness. It doesn't hurt, maybe once or twice. And it's just, body's preparing. Back pain is still there. And I'm still trying to get comfortable in the bed, of course. Sleeping or even really sitting, like how I sit or lay on the couch or just anything like that. Boobs have begun to hurt for sure. So I have been telling you guys that this whole entire pregnancy, my boobs really haven't had a big of a difference or a change in anything besides size. I can definitely tell. But they do now definitely hurt. They definitely get sore. And my colostrum has started to come in. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am pregnant with baby number 2, baby girl number 2. And so they do say in your second, third, or however many pregnancies past 1, things start to happen a little sooner and quicker. So yes, colostrum is starting to come in. I have not noticed any like leaking where I can like see it dripping. I have woken up and it's like dried up milk. You can tell like that's what it is. So colostrum's coming in, boobs feel different, nipples feel different. Everything is just different right up in this area, preparing for baby to come. Cravings, none. I have no cravings. I have 0 cravings, actually. I'm still hungry and, all that stuff. I just don't have anything specific that I have been wanting lately, so cravings are none. My app. So the app for weeks 22 and 23, up until 23, it says that baby is still the size of an eggplant. So that will change in the next video, not this one. Baby will start to experience major growth, and weight will double in the next 4 weeks. Baby's cerebrum, which is the part of the baby's brain that's responsible for like memory, motor skills, intellect, things like that, is preparing to conduct communication between the cells. Rapid eye movements have begun during baby's sleep. So baby has started REM sleeping, every once in a while. Baby's hair is beginning to change the color that it will be at birth. The lungs are producing, I think it's surfactant, I don't know, which helps keeps the lungs from like collapsing or sticking together when baby is like breathing in and out. And then loud noises may startle baby. That is very, very true. If it's just like loud all of a sudden, whether it's music in the car or just anything maybe like falling or something like that, and it's just really loud, I definitely kind of feel a jump. So we were outside about to get in the car one day, and Rob crunked up his car, which is loud, and she was kind of like, oop, and it kind of gave me a little jump. So that's happening. And then other than that, that's all the app really said. As far as baby, I don't have cravings, and then my symptoms are what I just told you. And overall, I feel good. Like, I feel well. I definitely feel pregnant. My belly is definitely getting more bigger, as you saw at the beginning of the video. But I feel good. I mean, I think I'm at the anxious stage now, because it's like, I know it's getting down to the wire, especially now. I'm 25 weeks, so we have like 15 weeks to go, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's really here. And you know, we have 15. We're really waiting to get to like that 10-week countdown. And we're going to be pre-prepared for about 37 to 38 weeks, just based off of what we kind of know already. I'm hoping that I can go all the way to 40. I went past 40 with Layla. I feel like I'm gonna go a little bit past 40 this time, but you know, the doctor has different opinions, and doulas and midwives and stuff have different opinions. So overall, I feel good though. I feel very, very good. So we're gonna get to the interesting stuff that I know you read in the title, and I know you want to hear all about. So I am so behind on filming because me and Layla tested positive for COVID. Now it was a Sunday. I think it was like October 24th. We were fine. She was fine. She came home after both going to church with a friend, as well as we had cheer pictures. And kind of just laid around both times. Like, she came home from church and she laid and went to sleep. She got up, went to cheer pictures. Cheer pictures, she was running around with her teammates and friends under bleachers, like on the football field. Like, they were like, she was fine. She was like up. So I was like, okay, she needed a little nap. We came home from that. She took a shower. I was in the kitchen cooking. Rob was sitting in here on the couch. She was on the other one, and she went to sleep. And I was like, I think Layla might be getting sick, just because I know my child and I know her, and she's usually up and down and all around. And she also had said something about her head and stomach hurting. So I was like, okay, here we go. Now, mind you, she usually gets sick this time each year. She has asthma that flares when she does have a cold. So I was prepared to have the asthma pump and the breathing machine and all the things, because I was just like, the weather's changing. It's like freezing one day, warm the next. Like, the weather's changing. I was prepared for it. And I was like, maybe she's getting a little sick. She also was running a low-grade fever. So I was like, okay, we'll keep her out of school Monday. So Monday, me and her kind of chilled. She still ran that like low-grade fever all throughout the day, even with Tylenol and Motrin being switched out. So it kind of made me like, So I went ahead and made a doctor's appointment for the following day, which was Tuesday, the 26th. And he was like, yeah, just bring her in. We'll do a test just to see. I figured they would anyway. And then Monday night, she spiked a fever up to like 102 almost. She was extremely hot. I had her in the bed with me because, of course, Rob wasn't here. So I had her in the bed with me. We had a cold rag on her forehead. I had the fan going, like anything to just kind of keep her cool, because she was hot. Like, she was like, I'm hot. It's hot in here. She was sweating. Her clothes was wet. Like, she spiked a high fever. And I definitely think she broke that fever that same night, because then she woke up the next morning, no fever. She wasn't warm at all. It was like back down to normal. Even when we got to the doctor was like, where'd your fever go? Like, you know. And then me, I kind of woke up with a scratchy throat like Monday, but it was like one of those irritating, like maybe I like slept with my mouth open with the fan on. Like, it was just dry, like scratchy throat. And I had a little cough. Other than that, I did not feel bad. Layla also had developed like a little cough when she woke up on Tuesday morning too, but it wasn't nothing that it was like, you know, she was definitely sick. Tuesday when she woke up, I was like, okay, you're better, but we're just gonna still see what the doctor says. So we went to the doctor at like 11 something. And because I guess we technically were showing symptoms, or definitely she was, we just did like an outside pull-up visit. So we pulled up, the nurse came out, took both of our vitals, swabbed both of our noses for a rapid and a PCR test. And then the doctor came out, talked a little bit. We had to wait like 20 minutes for that rapid test to come back. And that's what we did. So we sat in the car, we were talking. Doctor comes back out and says, well, you tested positive for both COVID and influenza B, which is the flu, strand B. And I was like, what? He was thrown off because we haven't, people haven't seen a lot of the flu since COVID has been around. So he was like, I'm pretty sure it's a false positive for the flu. However, I'm not too sure about COVID, so we're just gonna wait for the PCR test. I still want you to quarantine. You guys look great otherwise. I wouldn't even be able to tell you were sick otherwise. And so it was left at that. Now, I am pregnant. We saw her doctor and not mine, but her doctor actually has been my doctor before when I was pregnant with her, so he knows my history as well. He knows I'm pregnant now. He didn't give me any special instructions because I'm pregnant. He was just like, let's just wait for the PCR. Let's see how you're feeling in a few days. We'll come back to it, kind of, because we were perfectly fine. So we went home. I had just went grocery shopping, so I was like, okay, cool. Like, we don't really need to go anywhere right now. And so we were at home it was really like 10 days. We didn't have to do a full 14 days, and I'm going to tell you why. So really the doctor said it was like 10 days anyway, 14 with really worse symptoms. Me and Layla never developed any other symptom. Except for me, I lost my taste and my smell for about 4 days. Layla never developed any other symptom. Her cough was gone in 24 hours. She never ran another fever, no diarrhea, no hard breathing, no anything. If we wouldn't have went to the doctor and got those tests done, we would have never known that we had COVID. So we would have been spreading the love to all of our family and friends and didn't know. So I'm really grateful that she did spike that fever, and I did decide to take her to the doctor because we were mainly asymptomatic. We didn't have any symptoms. I sounded like I had like a sinus infection, like I kind of do, like I have sinus pressure. I've been having it my whole pregnancy now. And so I sounded like I had a terrible sinus infection, but my nose wasn't stopped up. I didn't have a lot of like post drainage. It was like nothing there. It was just like, I guess, clogged up in my head area. So, and then like I said, my taste and my smell kind of like dwindled away, and then it came back, and we have been fine ever since. I had my regular doctor's appointment. It was like last week during my 24th week. That's technically when we came out of quarantine, and yeah, that's it. So that is my pregnant with COVID story. It's really not a story. We stayed hydrated. We do anyway. We drink lots of water here. Like she eats and we eat fresh oranges and things like that, vitamin C. We went outside every day for the vitamin D. We're usually like a healthy eating, always out. She's in like 2 different cheer squads. So we're always out and about and doing stuff and walking and da-da-da-da. So, I guess that kind of helped too. But at the same time, we were just asymptomatic and didn't really show any symptoms, and I'm very grateful for that because I got really scared at one point and was like, I do not want to get sick. Rob has had COVID before, and he was really sick. Really sick for the entire 14 days. It definitely took him almost 3 weeks to like get over it and get back to his normal self. And so I think, he and I were both kind of worried about that. He was definitely worried about us because when he's out or, at work and we're here, he just wanted to make sure we were okay, but we were perfectly fine. And I'm so happy we were perfectly fine. And that is our COVID story. The whole family has now had COVID. And so, and we've all had different experiences. So it's been crazy, but I'm grateful. So that's it. And then the last thing, guys, I got my breast pump in the mail. So this is a breast pump that actually Rob bought for me because I had been like talking about that I wanted one and needed this one just specific. And he went ahead and like got it sent to the house. He's like the sweetest and the bestest person ever. But so this is the one that we bought. So we bought this one. I am also I think eligible for one through my insurance, and so I'm still waiting for that. And if I am, I definitely want to say that the LV or like Willow is on there for me to be able to get. Or, you know, like another hands-free one that, you know, I can just wear and walk around with. And so that is going to be really cool because then I can just have this one and then I can have that one and we will be definitely squared away. But this is the one that I really wanted. This is the Spectra. The Spectra S, I think it's what, the S1? Yep, the S1 Plus model. And so it's the rechargeable one. I do not have to sit at like a plug with it, and you know, as long as it's charged, I can kind of be anywhere without it having to be plugged up the entire time, which I'm excited about. I looked at tons and tons of like reviews and blogs and everything about which was the best one. And of course, you're never going to exactly know the best one until you find the one for you. When I was pregnant with Layla, I had like that big old bulky Medela pump. I hated it so much. But I did. I had that big bulky Medela pump that, you know, it had a bag to it, and it was it was so loud. I hated that pump, and I was like, I will never. And I know times are like different now, and there's many different new pumps out now because that was what, almost 9 years ago. But I definitely liked what I read and heard and saw the reviews on the Spectra S1, and so I just decided to go with this one. I have already opened it, but I haven't like went into depth because I definitely wanted to open it with you guys. But this is the box that it comes in. It shows you on the back what it comes with. And I think we ordered this from Target. I think we got it delivered from Target. So I'm pretty sure because Target is my favorite. But so it does come with 2 different bags. Each bag has 2 flanges in it. I definitely think I'm going to have to order bigger ones. I think these are going to be a little small. I opened the other bag, so I'll show you. But it comes with a bottle, 2 flanges, the pumping cord, and then I forgot what this little thing is called, but it's the piece that you have to connect to bottle and cord and all that stuff. But these are the flanges. So this is a 28 millimeter one. And then I think, and this one is a 24. So this one is the smaller one and this one is the bigger one, and this one may work. But I feel like I need a bigger one. I don't even know if they make anything bigger than 28. I want to say I saw a 31. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm going to need a bigger one. But we'll see. And then it comes with the bottle, of course, nipple bottle. And then it comes with your cords and this little piece. So the cord goes on to this piece, I think. And then the other half of it goes on here somehow. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's been a long time, so I'm gonna read the pamphlet and make sure I'm doing this correctly. And then it has the power cord for you to be able to charge it and recharge it as well. And then it is the mother of all the pumps. So this is the Spectra S1. It has a little like cup or bottle holder in the back, which is really cool, I think, especially if I just want to sit one there just in case, or you know, anything like that. That's really cool to have. And then it has all of the buttons. So you have your cycle buttons to raise up or down. You have the power button, and you press that and it comes on. You hear it. It's on like a really like loud vacuum right now. And then you have your vacuum button, which is like the suction. So if you want high suction, low suction, you know, you can raise or lower that. And then you also have the, I'm going to turn it back on. You have like the massager button, and you can lower and raise the vacuum and the cycle on that as well. I think, or maybe not the cycle, maybe just the vacuum. But this is just, that massage button is something that you would press if you need to kind of like massage out a clog or, you know, a duct or something before you're let down or anything like that. And so that's what that is for. The cycles for, it goes up to 54. So this is on cycle 54 right now. You can hear that. And so then you can go back down to 38. So it's 38 through 50. Well, it's 38, 42, 46, 50, and 54. And then, of course, your vacuum goes from, this is 1. You can barely hear 1. And then it goes all the way up to 12. And I think it's only loud because the cord is not on it, so it won't be that loud. And then I'm gonna turn it off. And then you have a light button. So it has a light on it right here on the handle, which I think I love too, because then I'm not turning on like side night lamp lights and all of this stuff if I don't have to see while I'm trying to pump at night, waking Rob up and stuff. But so you can press it one time and the light comes on here. You can press it again for a more higher volume light, and then you press it a third time and it goes off. I am definitely excited about this one. I don't feel like it's going to be too complicated. I don't feel like it'll be like too bulky or anything to have to carry around. I am going to look for probably like a little cute bag, you know, for when we need to take this long trips or whatever. And I honestly will probably end up making the mommy bag that I got in one of my belly boxes into just like the pumping bag. I feel like that's enough space, but then too, I might like go to Target or Amazon and find something and do something completely different. And so, yeah, I don't feel like it's going to be something that's like super bulky. And that was just one of my main things, because I just remembered that Medela pump when I was pregnant with Layla, and I hated it. And it was so loud, and it was so heavy and so bulky. And it was so much that you had to like do and pull out in the middle of the night when I was trying to pump while she was eating or after. And I hated it. And I was like, I can't go through that again. And so I'm hoping, I'm kind of waiting to see what my insurance is going to cover as far as a different pump, because if it does do like the Willow or the LV, or, I'm going to be very excited. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to cover the full cost of either one of those, but even if it does just a little bit, I'm definitely excited about that, and having something that I can just wear inside of my maternity bra and be able to like walk around and still catch that liquid gold, because the liquid gold is very important. Okay, that's all I got for this week. I don't think I bought anything else. And so yeah, this is it. I also have the birth plan video ready to upload, so either you've already seen it because I've already uploaded before this, or you're about to because I'm uploading it after this. So either way, you're going to get 2 videos back to back. I'm excited about that as well, just to give you guys insight on our plans for labor and delivery and after and all that good stuff. And then we'll have week 24 and 25 vlog. You're also going to get a little special cheer weekend vlog. We have cheer competition weekend coming up, and we're going to vlog that so you guys can see how we prepare and Layla gets prepared and all the fun that happens during cheer season now that it is here and ready to go. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Continue to watch. Watch out for that next video, and we will see you later. Bye.